In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there's no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom all praises are due forever and ever. And I bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is the exalted Christ and Messiah. And I further bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the divine messenger of Allah, apostle and warner among us today. I'd like to greet my beloved brothers and sisters in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum. Today's Healthy Minute is on prenatal health. And I'd just like to start with a quote from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad from How to Eat to Live, Book 2, and also a verse from the Holy Quran. Eat good food so that you will be able to give your baby good, pure milk. You can drink cow's milk. Your own milk glands will put it into the right stage for your child. Be careful as to what kind of drugs you take while nursing your baby. And do not take fasts while you are breastfeeding an infant or even while you are pregnant. If you like, you may eat once a day while pregnant or breastfeeding your baby, but you are not forced to do so. You should not go for 2 or 3 days without eating. The Holy Quran, Surah 23, verse 21 states, "And you have an evidence in the creation of cattle too, which should lead you from ignorance to knowledge. We give you to drink of that milk, which is in their bellies. You derive many other benefits from them, and you also get food from some of them." So cow's milk from healthy cows, free from hormones, has its benefits for us to drink. Now, prior to conception, it's imperative, very important, for the woman to already be in a healthy state, physically and spiritually. One must have good physical health as well as spiritual health to be healthy. Leading researchers that study prenatal life, which is before birth, believe that the nutritional quality of the womb environment is often a more important predictor for the risk of heart disease than either genetic predisposition or post-birth influence like diet and exercise. And that statement is profound in respect that the nutritional condition of the womb, in its abundant supply of blood vessels, oxygen, vitamins, and minerals, is what sets the stage for the child to develop and grow throughout childhood into adult life with good health or plagued with poor health. So it is extremely crucial that prior to conception, the body undergoes diligent preparation to produce a nutrient-rich womb to allow God to create the best for us. How to Eat to Live, books 1 and 2 are the best preparation on the planet that will help us to accomplish this. Now, I'd just like to spend a few moments and give an example of growth and development that takes place after conception and implantation, which occurs between days 6 and 7 of fertilization of the ovum or egg. From weeks 1 through 3, which is considered the embryonic stage, there are lots of cell division and growth that happens, which is mitosis. By week 4, the head appears, as the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us, when Allah created himself out of triple darkness. The very first organ that was formed was the brain, so that he could think of all that he needed to do or would do. Well, the same is true of his creatures. You see the head microscopically and bones of the spinal column very early on, and the head is rather large. During this time of development, you see the jaws appearing, the heart is beating, forcing blood through the blood vessels, and tiny buds, which will give rise to the arms and legs, which are forming. During weeks 5 through 7, the head grows rapidly and becomes rounded and erect. The face becomes more human-looking, developing eyes, nose, and mouth. The arms and legs elongate or they lengthen, and the fingers and toes appear. By the 7th week, all of the main internal organs have become established. So it's extremely important that prior to conception that the woman is healthy. because the first 7 weeks are extremely crucial in the growth and development and sets the stage for that child later in life. Then we move into the fetal stage, which starts at the end of week 8 and lasts until birth. By the 12th week, which is 3 months, the external reproductive organs are distinguishable as male or female. After the first trimester, which is 12 weeks, there is a continuously rapid growth of the fetus and the development of the musculoskeletal system, which is muscles and bones, skin, hair, nails, kidneys, the intestinal system, and so on and so forth. As I conclude, I'd like to take a minute just to mention the effects of stress on the developing embryo and fetus. It can put the pregnancy at risk and cause early labor and delivery, very low or low birth weight babies. It has long-term effects on the baby's brain and body, and also affects their temperament, which can cause him or her to be hyperactive or become more susceptible to depression later in life. And most important of all, it can cause death within the womb, producing a stillborn birth. Stress on the mother can cause untold effects on her body, as well as the baby. And I just want to mention specifically diet, which brings us back to what I discussed earlier about the proper nutrition of the womb. People under stress tend not to eat well. They eat too little, too much, or the wrong types of food. So if you're eating the wrong kind of food, physically and spiritually, through stress and negative thoughts, then you certainly will not produce a happy, healthy baby. Let us be diligent in the spiritual and dietary laws and practice of how to eat to live. Then we'll know without a doubt that we can attain not just good health, but excellent health of the mind and body. Thank you for your time and attention. Assalamu alaikum.